Remember at the first segment we were talking about, did I mention today's May 19th, the year 2013?
I think you did.
Excellent. So it's
And
109 days away from opening day of the NFL season, which will be September 5, Ravens at Broncos.
Now, I have to admit something on this note because it's just something I have to admit. But I don't know about you, but if I could have my way and I could do some kind of cryogenically frozen Michael Jackson experiment, I'd rather just I'd rather be comatose until the regular season starts, and then I wouldn't be wasting all this time without any football.
One man's dream, brought to you by the Joey and Mickey NFL show.
But a lot of them out there feel like us, don't you think?
I know.
We're in touch with these people a lot more than a politician.
And by the way, the reason you said that is not because the Denver Cryogenics Lab is running a special this month where you could be frozen for the next 108 days. Get your orders in soon because, if like a lot of you sign up to be frozen and then it's the day before Thursday, September 5th, and you've already placed an order to be thawed, I don't know, there might be some delays.
But the only thing is, so many, you're right though, they're running a special.
There might be technical difficulties in getting you all.
You're trying to get away from your wife, you're trying to get away from the Tuscanelli family, you're trying to outrun the IRS. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps you just don't want to pay rent for the next 6 months. Whatever it may be. The cryogenics might be the way to go, but here's the thing. Like so many of your bills, just keep in mind that they will not automatically deduct monthly payments. And if you have to ask me why they wouldn't, then they probably don't want you as a customer. So that's going to all have to be up front. They do take Visa, they do take MasterCard, and they're going to take it out of your blood for sure if anything bounces in that transaction.
That's right, and let me just state this, the Denver Cryogenics Lab is not going to help get you out of debt. We're not going to tell Vito not to break your kneecaps or whatever. He's going to know. Well, no, he won't know. I'll tell you, one advantage is, if Vinny comes to our door and said, I'm looking for, 2 thumbs, because he owes me $5,000 from a bet that he hasn't paid on the Super Bowl.
Right.
We're not going to tell him when you're going to be thawed. In fact, we might not even tell him that we thought that we froze you in the first place.
Well, because I know what he's going to say.
We make no promises.
We talk about this all the time.
We make no stinking promises, and we're not going to keep Vinny off your ass. So my advice to you is get your bills paid, and then come to us and get frozen.
Right.
Excellent.
Right. And they're running a special too. So, in other words, you can get the super freezing, or if you get the regular freezing, actually, what ends up happening, seriously,
tell me.
When you thaw out in segments.
Yeah.
So sometimes if the divisions of the thawing are not completely equal, then seriously, you can be thawed out on the top of your head, and then right here, you're completely like a block over the eyes. So for the first 20 minutes or longer, you can't see anything, but certainly your mouth is thawed out and you can talk. So you feel like you're a blind person. And certain parts of your, I won't go into that, but there's going to be certain parts of your anatomy and a body that you prefer to be thought out on time. So I'm telling you not to go on the cheap, because there's things that are stored up, and there's things that need relieved, and there's things that it's a big mess.
You don't want to get caught.
And you got to clean your own floor. That's the whole thing over there. You got to clean your own floor. Whatever happens, when you're thawed out, you're thawed out. When they come in there, it better be spick and span. It better be polished floor. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It better look like when you came in there.
Get your orders in early, folks. You don't want to run into any of these problems or the thousands of other problems that Joey is only thinking about and hasn't told you about yet. But I'll tell
It's
you
right here.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of which, speaking of the what was that, like the discount freeze package that you were just describing? The regular freeze.
Yes. They take $100 off the monthly fee. So you're literally paying for the top of the line package. You're only paying $2,200 up front.
Mm-hmm.
But how many of us, if you haven't stopped and thought about this for a minute, if this is not getting through to you on the transmission, I'm going to spell it out for you, and I'm not going to do it slow motion for the retarded viewers, but I will. I didn't mean that. I meant handicap or cripple.
We love all of our viewers who send us checks and money and bills and buy from our sponsors.
Slow motion
like the
living,
Denver
whatever.
Cryogenics Lab.
Exactly.
It's
exactly.
1-800-FREEZE-ME. Okay, go ahead.
But what I was gonna say was, if you think about this for a minute, look, if you're paying rent or you're paying a mortgage and you're not married, or maybe you are married, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter either way. But if you think about this, you're going to financially benefit from being frozen, because when you come out, you're going to have all this money that's saved up, and I recommend that you put all your money away. In fact, in the cryogenic chamber, they have two different types. Mm-hmm. If you get, why are you looking at me like this?
Go ahead. I'm as interested as our viewers.
You took the tour with me. Remember, we were playing with the side pocket. There's the one that has no side pocket, and there's the one that has the side pocket that's got a safe. Lock on it. You can put your private your private belongings into the things that you want to see when you first get out of the chamber and you're thawed.
Jewelry, photographs of your children.
So what I would do, I'd have a couple of tickets to an NFL game, right?
Your NFL team ratings. Go ahead.
The NFL team, yeah. A pin.
Yeah.
A piece of chapstick. A bubble gum wrapper.
A lighter.
A lighter, of course, a lighter, because for that extra, yeah. I'd have a T-shirt that says "I love Mom," and because you survived, and she brought you into this whole thing anyway, and it wasn't good enough for Michael Jackson, but you're still here, so you're gonna be just exhilarated. You're gonna be so thrilled that you made it through something so technologically advanced. But you should also have the numbers in there. You should have a sports bet number, somebody offshore that you can call right away, because you're going to be all stoked.
And your cell phone, and make sure and pay 6 months worth of your cell phone bills in advance, otherwise they'll cut you off. And anyway,
because who wants to call the St. Thomas, and the phone's not working, and you're trying to get the 49ers to cover the spread? Well, guess what? You woke up for nothing. Or I should say you thought out for nothing.
You thought out for... Maybe you should have stayed frozen another week, because they're not going to cover the spread.
That's right.
And
you know what? If you're not thought out completely, I don't have this statistically in a spreadsheet that I could show you, but for the customers that we've had that have gone on the cheap, we don't pull any punches here, and they bought the lower package.
The discount freeze.
Yeah, the discount freeze. There you go. I like that. That just says it all, and so quickly. They have lost. They've lost a lot. They've not only lost their minds. They've lost their C calculations, their C legs. They don't know what's going on. I've seen people go in there, Miami Dolphins fans, and they come out New York Jets fans because they went on the discount thought.
Holy Toledo!
I mean, what could be worse than that?
Don't let it happen to you.
Exactly.
All right. So now what you're saying, Joey, is, listen, don't be a cheapskate. You're taking the most technologically advanced method of time travel known and advertised on the Joey and Mickey NFL show. You're already coughing up several $1,000s. Don't be a cheapskate and try and shave a few $100s off the cost, because it may cost you. So roll out, just mortgage your children's future. Sell that house that you've got in the woods that you don't go to. Sell the boat, the trailer, the RV. Go full price and do it right the first time, because you
the
only
timeshare in La Cucaracha. We're down in Antarctica that you never get around to, but you got just because you wanted to keep up with the Joneses.
And it's costing you anyway. It will save you money by talking you into selling your timeshare, won't we?
True.
All right.
Because, a man can come, if you're a true football fan, you can come out of there, you can lose your girlfriend, maybe your children don't want to talk to you right away, maybe you lost your job. But if you lose your team, if you don't even know who your team is,
that's sad.
And you start walking out with literally with mental bandages around you, and you're stumbling, and you're running into people that you know, that you work with, and your neighbor, and your friends, and they're looking at you, and you're talking about the New York Jets, and they remember you as so much of a Miami Dolphins fan. Some days you look like a porpoise running around the neighborhood. Then you're really going to be in a sad state of affairs. Does it get any sadder?
No, I know. That would be like a man who lost his nationality, or a woman.
Well, I don't know about the whole language thing, but
well,
maybe we're stretching this. Maybe we're stretching this program just a little bit.
I'm talking about if you lose your citizenship, like A Man Without a Country. Remember? Did you read the book? Did you see the play? Did you read the novel? Did you hear the movie? Okay,
see the play.
Okay, then you know. Then you don't need to watch the book and see the movie. Anyway.
No, but I would really like to watch the book. You should see the book and not watch the movie.
Yeah, listen to the movie, watch the book, and read the play. But anyway, if you lose, if you're say you're an American, are you an American? Of course you're an American, Joey. You're a citizen of the United States and
you in USA.
Estados Unidos y what else?
Estados
Right. But you're also a citizen of Italy.
Cryogenic Town.
But suppose one day, in a fit of drunkenness, you decided, I don't want to be a citizen anymore. And you took out a piece of paper and you said, Dear State Department, I don't want to be a citizen anymore. Signed, Joey. Here's the date, here's my address, and you mailed it in. So then you lose your citizenship. What could be worse? You would be a man without a country, Joey. A man without a country.
I would.
That's like, and so when we talk about losing your mind and losing your team and coming out, going in as a Fish fan and coming out as a Jets fan, this is a colossal failure. There are not many people
Colossal failure, yes.
that have ever experienced that, and we don't want you to be one of them. So actually, when you pay top dollar for the
You should go back to sleeping with the fishes. I mean, that's a huge mistake to
that's
make.
asking for it, isn't it?
It is.
I know, but we don't really want to punish anybody. We don't want you to lose. So when you go into the Denver Cryogenics Lab, ask for the top of the line freeze, and they will freeze you in a jersey of your favorite team, so that when you get thawed, all you got to do is go, oh my God!
This is who I am.
Of course, now I remember everything.
The only problem is, do you walk
Chicago
out of there
Bears.
thinking you're Matt Forte?
Well, that's, I don't know.
Is it possible? Could it happen?
It could, but at least you got the right team.
That's true.
So we
It's
got,
all about the colors. It's all about the team. You know who you are.
You
You
got
know
it.
who you're not. You either eat a lot of brats or, I don't know, you like porpoise.